What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be looking at Tolisso's Showdown card. He is an 86 and he's come up from an 80 rated card, and finally we have got some sort of Showdown back. Apologies for how long this video is going to take to get out, but we are having technical issues with the internet, so we're trying to do piece by piece. At the minute we can get the card actually done and we can get a look at the stats, and then we'll hopefully be able to get into some games. But we've got the power header trait, we've got pace is okay. Obviously a shadow will be perfect to put on him, because then you get what, 92 pace and 91 defending. Absolutely fantastic. Turn him into an 89 DM with the chances of going forward. Obviously his attacking position, his finish and all of that gravy are looking decent. Long shots looking nice. Passing wise, short and long, solid. Free kick we don't care about, cross we don't care about. Vision is good. Agility balance, about an average. I can imagine, what, 5'11". He's gonna be somewhat okay. Composure at 80. Again, maybe a little bit low for a centre mid. We will see how that turns out. And then obviously the strength, aggression, stamina and jumping are all looking relatively tidy. And then the defending with that shadow looks pretty good. So let's jump straight into it and hopefully we can get into some games. Let's get into Tolisso's review. Into Tolisso. Gonna try and get that pass across. Oh, Theo just coming across there. Into Tolisso. To find the little spin into Cantona, back to him, into Owen, heel to heel. It's a great save from Pope. Tolisso with a tackle, doesn't manage to find the second one, but managed to get the first, and I don't understand what he's doing with Mbappe. Into Tolisso, he's going to find a ball out wide. It's decent, still a little bit kind of sloppy. Oh, that's a poor pass from myself. We're feeling very, very rusty today. Tolisso, beautiful strength, finds in Figo. It's a lovely interception from him. Oh, we tried. We was hoping he was going to kind of commit with Zambrota there. Tolisso finding him. Tolisso straight away getting that tackle, feeding the attackers. Honestly, it's been a while since we got a Tolisso upgrade, as he manages to go round the keeper, and thank you very much, Michael Owen with his first. Tolisso with a great challenge again, doesn't manage to stick it though, but he's back in position, making them moves. Oh, nearly get it out straight away. We haven't had an upgrade, or at least he hasn't had an upgrade since last year, where he got himself an 85 rated card. As we go for the finesse with Nedved, what a goal. Don't see Tolisso anywhere. Obviously he is in the DM role, so I'm expecting him to kind of be a little bit more further out. But it would be nice maybe if we did have him kind of pushing forward a little bit. Go with a finesse again, not quite. Gonna find into Tolisso, but literally last year his top card was 85 rated. Team in a group stage. I think it's not a man of the match, but it's a team in a group stage, which literally is the only card he got all year round. So it's nice that he's got an 86, so he's already gone one higher than last year. The year before that we got a 91 footies, and then the year before that it's when he's got himself his team of the season, which again was 91 rated. As we find him in, and I panicked. I went too quick on the shot, should have took my time. The only problem I have with these cards is the fact that both of them are 150. So for instance, today we got 300k worth of SBC players. Why do we not have League SBC players like last year? Honestly, this year it makes more sense than ever. The amount of SBCs that we've been getting is absolutely atrocious for how little, not necessarily even fodder, but players we can get back. It's made so difficult to get fodder for these SBCs, but to then increase the amount of SBCs that we're getting is just unreal. Like, I love the fact that we're getting so many, but we just don't physically have enough to do absolutely everybody. Like last year, from Foot Birthday, I managed to do pretty much everybody in terms of SBC. Yes, obviously it took a lot of grinding, and it's still possible to do that, but it makes it even harder this year when we are literally getting no players back. I've done a whole league before and not got a single walkout. So realistically, that is just telling me something, that this is not going to be a sustainable grind in terms of what you can actually get back from the League SBC. Yes, you can be lucky and literally a whole league could give you 6 informs, 6 walkouts, whatever. But in terms of kind of tradable, because obviously everything is untradeable nowadays, and fodder for these SBCs is becoming more and more difficult by the time I do it. So for me, it's just a bit of an annoyance one where you've kind of got to now pick and choose what SBCs for a collector without like necessarily a lot of money to buy FIFA points to get more fodder, or at least more players in the club, or playing the game for 24 hours straight every single day. It becomes more challenging. So I'm interested to kind of like try my different ways of how to get fodder, and kind of really try and go for every single league SBC that's possible, or at least every player that's possible, and then kind of go from there, because team of the season is going to be absolutely massive. So it's going to be interesting to see how we sustain that, because player picks seem to be really good, but obviously they're only out so much. How on earth did I miss that? They're going to be out only so long, and potentially not even out during team of the season. Can we get a little bit of a off the crossbar? They're not going to potentially be out during team of the season if we get the individual league upgrades. So it's going to be interesting as Tolisso gets himself his first goal for the club, but we'll see how it goes. Tolisso so far looking pretty good, a nice 6+ upgrade and his first goal. Kira coming in with a monster challenge. Again, like the centre back, there is a lot of options, but I do think in terms of league on centre backs, he's actually coming up at quite a top list now. I've just completely passed that to him. Realistically, I just wanted to give him the chance to get the ball back again. Does make that interception, it's lovely stuff. But I think for me, you have got a few players that like Koscielny, you've got Dinea, a few decent League SBC players right at the start of the game. So would you want to upgrade them? It all comes down to, is he going to get a +2 on the night? Great tackle from Tolisso. I thought that was going to be a free kick, but manages to get it from behind. Love to see it, and we managed to get our corner from it from a lovely overhead. Roberto Carlos going to put it back into the mix. We're going to get Tolisso putting it back into Nedved, who's going to volley. And unfortunately, just over the crossbar with that one. So then, if we are looking at Tolisso, he's coming in at 170. If we go straight into his SBC, we have done Kira's review now. So obviously, it depends on who's going first. I believe he will first, and then Tolisso second. The market's at about 65, 66. Out of normally what we're normally sitting at about 73 for the past few days, so the market is going down a little bit. Obviously gold cards or gold rares most definitely. 83 rated Bayern, 85 1 in form French, so exactly the same, but obviously the player in terms of PSG and obviously German are different. So again, straight off the bat, as you all know, look at Team of the Week 28. You're looking at the likes of Danny Ings, or I can't remember who the other one was. It's Danny Ings or Acuna. You could stretch it out to Kostic, or you could go one lower to Pavard, but I would normally stick at that 85, so you don't have to put in too much high fodder to kind of compensate for that inform. For instance, my 85 times 5 was used Kostic 86 because it was either an 86 or an 82, and the compensation to put an 82 in an 85 rated squad is a hell of a lot higher than putting in an 85 or an 86 in form. And then we look at him. So we went to shadow on him, great pace, good defending. The agility side of him, he is 5'11", so he's relatively tall, but I felt like he should be a little bit quicker. If we do look at the kind of comparison, he's had a decent upgrade. His pace being the main one, shooting being second, passing being next, and 6 on the rest. So it's a nice upgrade. Is it going to change him in terms of kind of like a first team or bench player? Probably not. As an 88, there's a potential. Obviously, Bayern links are going to be going crazy. We've got the likes of Kimmich, Neuer, Lewandowski as all team of the years, as well as Alphonso Davies. We've then got obviously multiple versions of Kimmich. In fact, we've got Sane, Boateng, Alaba, we've got Muller, Goretzka, we've got Gnabry, we've got Douglas Costa. Literally, if there is a Bayern player out there, he's had an inform, a special, a something. We've got Coman with a team at a group stage. Now Tolisso with his shadow, or his showdown in fact. Pavard's obviously an inform this week, so Bayern have probably hit the most special cards individually in a team right now. So it's going to be an interesting one to build a Bayern team right now. But overall, I think this guy's a nice guy. Is he one that I'd complete if I weren't doing content? I'd probably stick to just the centre-back. I don't know if I'd bother Tolisso, but that being said, I do see Bayern Munich winning. So it's kind of make it as you will. It's going to be more of a kind of guessing game, if anything. You have got 4 more days to get yourself kind of like decided on what you want to do. I would highly recommend, if you are looking to just do one, I'd go for the hit and hope with the centre-back, but it all depends on what you need in your club. Literally, that is going to be the issue with this, and because they're not the same position, and obviously not the same league, it is a bigger decision that if you run a Bundesliga team, or run a French team, a German team, a Ligue 1 team, it just depends on what you need. In terms of him then, so if we're looking in comparison to other centre mids or other DMs really, obviously Kimmich is kind of like the GOAT DM in the Bundesliga. We've got the likes of Sane, Reina, Brandt, even Goretzka looking pretty fiery in that midfield, so it's going to be very difficult to get ahead. We've even got Guendouzi's What If, which was an objective, so again, that is a very good player, French CDM. It kind of just makes sense to me that you kind of don't bother with Tolisso. So there is better options out there that I'd probably chosen, but I think no matter who you get, you can always probably think of someone better, because they're not going to give you the top 10 players in these SBCs. It's meant for people like Tolisso or Kira who don't get upgrades, and I absolutely applaud them. The last time, like I said, that Tolisso got an upgrade was obviously storyline, team at a group stage, nothing in FIFA 19, and then obviously we got a footies in 18, which we had to wait the whole year for, other than an inform, and then a year before that was absolutely cracked. Inform, I don't know what this one is, if it's going to tell me or not. I think it's C man of the match, so I don't know if that's like a country man of the match, but then we did get himself a team of the season to go along with it, so he's obviously been due an upgrade at some point, at least a non-promo one. So for me, it all depends on what you need. If you need a buying team, then go for this guy. I would highly recommend going for the likes of Goretzka and Kimmich's partnership, but most definitely if you're just using untradables, why not? Overall wise, I'm going to give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. Let me know down below if you are going to complete him or any of them at any point. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get on to Asensio. Peace.